Hello everybody. Yes, here I am again. It was exactly 7 weeks ago today that I was sat in this very chair launching VivaMK. 7 weeks ago exactly now, and it was 6 o'clock. So much has happened in 7 weeks, and I think this is the only time I've been back here at home. Since then, it's been such a whirlwind. And of course, before I say anything else today, I have to thank each and every one of you for the support you've given, the camaraderie you've shown each other, the way you defend each other, where you defend the business, and the way you support each other. I have never seen anything like that. That is an amazing culture to be a part of, one that is supporting everybody. I'll tell you something, so many companies would want to have that culture. So many companies tell you they have that culture. So many companies try and have that culture, but they don't get there. But 7 weeks ago, we launched. We've only started registration on the 25th of June, only started taking orders just over 2 weeks ago, and we already have that camaraderie, that amazing connection where you are supporting each other. That is so unique. Honestly, I wanted it for so many years in every business I ever worked in, but it doesn't happen. Now we've started that journey. Let's carry on that. So only 7 weeks ago today, launched VivaMK, and here we are today. I'm back home for a change, which is really good. And of course, we've come so far already. So there's one subject I just want to get out the way, and I'm never going to talk about it again, or try not to talk about it again. I just need to finally lay it to rest, and I'm not going to say more about it after today. And that is the ongoing question that so many keep asking and so many keep wanting answers to, and that is working another MLM. How many times do we have to go through this conversation? VivaMK do not have any restrictions. I don't care what else you're doing. I don't care what else you're involved in, as long as it's legal, of course. I really don't care. All I care about is that you're with us and you stick to the few rules that we have, and that's generally be good to each other. Don't bring anybody else down. Never ever tear down those buildings to make ours look taller, because we will just build the tallest building. We don't have to tear anybody else's down. So if you are involved in anything else, I care not one jot. I really don't care. And furthermore, the other question that so many of you constantly seem to ask is, of course, there may be other leaders elsewhere that tell you it's not a good idea. And they often use this analogy of, a jockey only rides one horse. Well, if they want to be jockeys, let them carry on being jockeys. Let me tell you something. I love horse riding, but there's nothing wrong with having a horse in the stable as well as the one you're riding. Because what happens if the one you're riding goes lame? Then what? Then you always have to have a backup. Anyway, riding two horses, albeit you can't do it at once. I get the ridiculous analogy. You can't ride two horses at once. I get that, unless you've particularly got long legs. I don't know where that was going, but yes, you can't ride two horses at once. However, as ridiculous as an analogy it is, you can have a horse in the stable. And tell you something, riding two different horses is two different experiences, two amazing different experiences. So I'm going to close this conversation now. I don't care what else you do. I really don't care. We cannot, in this day, have something that restricts free enterprise for anybody that wants to do it. You, all of us, are adults, believe it or not. We can make the choice to do what we want. If someone is telling you elsewise, if somebody is telling you anything different to that, just ask them one simple question. Are they willing to pay your bills? Do I really need to say anything else? You do what the hell you want. We don't have that rule. I don't really care. This is the world of free enterprise. You are free to do whatever you want. And please, I don't want to hear the jockey analogy again. If they want to be jockeys, let them. Anyway, enough, let's move on. So, I said to you a few weeks ago that we would have social selling as part of the VivaMK business. That social selling is a phenomenal way to make extra money through your social media circles. And every one of us, unless you're a jockey of course, has social media circles. And social media circles, you can actually sell product to. We know that. We've tried it before, people do it now, and it's an amazing phenomenon that if you can get them good products and you can get them to them at a good price, people are willing to buy them. Now, we learned that last week with our unicorn and elephant bedding, which was just an example of what kind of product we can get. And the sales of those have been phenomenal. So that test worked really well. So I said to you by the end of July, we'd have a platform from where you can actually do your social selling. So that goes live on Monday at midday. So on Monday at midday, what you will get is a site that will have a regular stream of great products. A regular stream of products that you can do three things with. Firstly, you can actually show your customers the website. You can show them the products on there. They will only be able to order through you, not through the company, only you. So they can give you the order number, you can put it on the order form, and you can order it. Simple as that. So almost like showing a catalogue. You can show them the website, or you can direct them to the website. The only way they'll be able to order is to put the order number, the product code onto your order form. That's the only way. Secondly, of course, they're high resolution images, so you can take the images and you can advertise and promote them in your local area, then have the product delivered to yourself, and then go around and drop the product off in your local area, because that's fairly easy to do in your local area. And when you do that, of course, it's always advisable to drop them off a catalogue as well, so they can see what else that we have in store. So that's two ways. Just show your customers a website, promote in your local area using the high resolution images, descriptions and prices. Of course, all the prices will always be recommended retail price. The third way is that you can promote the products. You can take individual products and you can promote them anywhere you want through social media. You can promote them all over the country if you wish. Then we will direct dispatch those for you on your behalf, direct to those customers. Now, we have a direct dispatch price, which again will go live on Monday at midday. And that is, you can ship 3 items direct to your customers, wherever those customers are, for $3.95. As per usual, I don't have the euro price here, but we'll have that concluded by Monday. But $3.95 allows you to direct dispatch. I think in the past we used to call that drop ship, but direct dispatch from us direct to your customer. All the details will be available on Monday, so obviously don't ask me a million questions. Well, you can, of course you can ask me anything you want, but on Monday we'll have the full agenda for you. So that's 3 ways that social selling can work for VivaMK. Show your customers' website so they can give you the order number. Promote your products in your local area using social media, and then deliver the product yourself and drop a catalogue off whilst you're delivering that product. And of course, then third, promote your product all across the internet and social media and get sales for your product from all over the country. Now, of course, that will be in an island, but the usual dunce that I haven't got those prices here at the moment. I should have done, but you know what I'm like. I forget things, especially at my age. Must be all that horse riding I'm doing. So 3 items, direct dispatch from us, direct to your customer for $3.95. Now, of course, some people say, oh, we could direct dispatch products to ourselves as well. Well, yeah, I suppose you can if you want 3 items and you need them fast, and you can't wait to compile your order. Of course, you can direct dispatch to yourself for $3.95, 3 items. Anyway, that site will be updated regularly, and it will be available from midday on Monday. But let me tell you, throughout Christmas period, which really starts in August, hard to believe considering it's supposed to be the hottest day of the year today, but Christmas starts in August. Throughout the Christmas period, August, September, October, November, and December, of course, as if you didn't know that, there will be regular products going on that site, and many of them, and in many occasions, wherever we can, trending products. So you know what a trending product is, just in case. They're the kind of products that really flying fast, sell out quick, everybody wants them, then everybody forgets about them. That basically is a trending product. Like those ridiculous spinning things that people had that were very, very, very popular for about 3 seconds. People sold millions of them, then nobody's interested anymore. That is a trending product. And those products are very valuable in the marketplace because they sell fast, they sell huge quantities, and everybody wants them. And then, of course, everybody forgets about them. So throughout the Christmas period, you will see multitudes of products going onto the site. Now, some of you will be saying, well, why can't they be in the catalogue? Well, one of the reasons is that you can't stockhold huge quantities of multiple products in a catalogue because, as we've learnt before, things do actually go out of stock, and we don't want that situation. Incidentally, might I just add that for all the fulfillment that we've had to date in VivaMK, unless there was obviously challenges with a parcel being short, we were at 100% fulfillment. In other words, every single thing that every single one of you has ordered has been fulfilled 100%. Now, if you remember, that's one thing that I really wanted to achieve because of past history. You know, we just wanted to start off on that clean sheet, and we've achieved that. So thank you for your support there, and we will continue to do that. So I was just saying, over the Christmas period, you'll get multitudes of products, and one of the reasons they can't always be directly in a catalogue, because especially if they're a trending product, by the time the catalogue is printed and by the time your customers have got it, and by the time the shelf life of that catalogue is due, you know, most of those products are either sold out or not on trend anymore. So the only way to do it is to have them on a utility site like the one we'll have, where you can take the image, the high resolution image, and the description and the price, and you can sell it through your social media circles or whichever way you wish to sell that. So that's one of the reasons. Of course, if we have a large supply of products, and we can get a large supply, and it's popular, like the bedding, for example, you will see those featured in your catalogues, especially if we can get larger quantities of those. You know, we've got vast quantities of the elephant bedding and the unicorn bedding because it was a test, and the last thing I wanted to do was to launch something like that, then of course run out of stock. We've been there, been hurt by that, don't want to be there again. So look forward to that. Midday on Monday, you will have the first real VivaMK social selling site, which is specifically for distributors to look at, use, take the products and the descriptions and the images from, and of course to show people if you want to show it. It's just another selling tool that I said we'd have, and as I said, you will have it on Monday. Let's see how that goes. Do you know, because we're a brand new organization, we can test these things. We can do what the hell we want, and if it works, we'll carry on and we'll do it even bigger. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. And that's the great thing. We don't have hordes of people to ask. We don't have levels of authority. You give me the idea. We thought it was a great idea. We thought, let's try it. So look out for that at midday on Monday. Next week, I've got a good mind to show you the front cover of the Christmas catalogue. So next week we'll do a live, and I'll show you what your Christmas catalogue is going to look like. Of course, I'll only have the front cover, but I'll show you. I might even show you the front cover of another catalogue as well, a beauty catalogue. Oh, did I say that? I didn't want to slip that. Didn't want to let slip that out. But we may have another catalogue to show you as well. Now, I'm not competitive. I haven't got a competitive bone in my body. I don't compete with people. I only compete with myself because I want to be better than I was before, and I want to continue on that journey. However, as many of you know, I've been in makeup for many years. So we might just give that a go. There's not much more to say about that at the moment, except, you know, you're worth it. So let's see what we can do with that. But anyway, next week, most importantly, I will show you the VivaMK Christmas catalogue front cover. Which, you know, is going to be our first major catalogue launch, which is still on track for August. I've always said I'll give you a specific date. The date we've all been aiming for is the 20th of August. Don't pin me down on that date just yet. I've obviously told you that prematurely, but that's what we're aiming for. You'll have plenty of notice as to if we're on track and if that's definitely coming out. Now, of course, on catalogues, so many of you ask, you know, are catalogues always going to be incentivized? Are we going to have to buy them? Well, I'd always like to incentivize catalogues. You know, it's not an area that I want to make any kind of money on. They're a sales aid and they're a sales tool. So we'll always try and incentivize those catalogues, so you always have them free. You know, I said to you years ago that I wanted to keep your overheads low. If we can keep your overheads low, we can help you make money, then we have a fantastic business, and that's what I'm aiming for. There will always be the opportunities for those of you that want to buy thousands of catalogues, and of course we can incentivize some and the rest will be on sale. But of course not at extortionate prices. You know, we won't charge extortionate price for those, because they are an addition to the business and they're an absolute necessity. As I said, you know, it's not about competition. It's not about being the best. It's just about having a business that stands up to the standards where our industry is supposed to be, that stands up the standards that the industry pretends to be. I just want to be that standard and not have to compete with anybody, but just in this very room launching VivaMK. And when I launched that on the 8th of June 2018, it was I think we were temporarily disconnected there. Trust me to have a dodgy connection. So I was just saying, you know, it's not about being the best. It's just about hitting the standards that this industry is always supposed to be about. Supporting people, not fighting with people, but helping people grow. All we want to do is help as many people as we possibly can achieve what they want. And if enough people do that, we'll all get what we want. And that is a standard that the industry tries to have. It tries to stand by. It has ridiculous mission statements and vision statements about wanting to be the people's business. Well, we started off on the right foot, and let's stay there. Let's be that people's business. Let's give people what they want. Not only the customers, but your team members, your downlines, your cross lines, absolutely everybody. You know, it's an amazing place to be, to hit that kind of standard that others only want to be or pretend to be. You know, what if we did always defend each other? What if we always did protect each other? What if we always projected that goodness and that camaraderie? I'll tell you now. I'll tell you what will happen. We'll become the greatest MLM that there has ever been in this country. There's no doubt about it, because we will have achieved what everybody else wants. So, like I've always said, never ever tear down anybody else's building. Let's just build ours to be the biggest it can possibly be, and using those standards of defending each other, protecting each other, projecting goodness and camaraderie. We cannot go wrong. This is not about size. It's not about numbers. It's just about caring about people, not just our customers, but about each other and the business. And we will create the greatest MLM there has ever been. So your support so far, like I said right at the beginning, has been absolutely phenomenal. I've never known anything like it. It has been all the way through, but particularly in the last few weeks. So keep up that support for each other more than anything else, and let's continue to build the greatest MLM that there has ever been. But not because I want to compete, but just because I think we can. Because good people doing good things, caring about each other, defending each other, protecting each other, not tearing down other people's buildings, we can truly do that. So next week I'll show you the Christmas catalogue and any other catalogue I can get hold of that we will be giving you. On Monday at midday, your social selling site will go live, which will have a set of products. They won't be the only products. You'll get regular product updates on there. You'll get regular editions all the way through Christmas. We've got some amazing products lined up for the coming months, all there to help you make an extra income over and above the catalogues. Yes, we are a catalogue business and we will always be a catalogue business. That's where the power is. You have showed that so well in the last few weeks when you've gone back to customer bases or made new customers. It's so important for us to understand that we are a catalogue business. And regardless what anybody said that the catalogue industry was declining, well, we certainly haven't seen that in our business. The results so far have been incredible, especially considering it is barely 7 weeks ago that I was sat here nervously telling you the name of the business and nervously telling you where we're going and what we're doing. So everybody, thank you for listening. It is a fantastic thing that we're all a part of. And remember that we are a partnership and we'll do this together. And onwards next week, I hope you enjoy the social selling site. I hope it really works for you. And remember, it will have a huge stream of products going forward that are going to be very powerful for you to sell. And wherever we can, we'll get trending products that other people haven't even seen yet. And therefore, not only will we jump on the bandwagon on trending products, but we will create a trend. And if we can create a trend, that's probably the most powerful thing we can do. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.